That was the first edit. Okay. Other projects along those lines of apps, but conceptually, when you're working towards this new paradigm, define that properly. That could be a little booklet. We could be producing a bunch of little booklets about what this all means. Get a groundswell of understanding. There's already I'm trying to, I like or follow all the stuff that looks cool to me that pulls in this direction. But are we competing to get people's attention? Yeah, okay. So it'd be nice. Everybody fractals out and takes care of their neighborhood, whatever their part is. And how do we work more coherently together? How do we get into the new paradigm with all these things that are sort of drifting towards that, but are stuck in the old paradigm? So that's why I'm proposing the Neighborhood Party Unlimited as kind of a virtual, or if you want to say cartoon. People should lighten up, but at the same time, get real. And that's the problem. People get trying to defend their thesis. It gets too stuffy, and we don't deal with what's really going on in a lived way. But you have to have a sense of humor. Get real. To keep it personal, we can now do it. I mean, there was a rise when all these techniques of mass production turned into refinement of process. If we want this to serve humans and bring it back to what it all means, we need to start bringing it back to the context of community in our production and in our consumption. And people think that's communism. It's totally not. I'm not saying people think that's communism. I'm saying you can dismiss this whole thing as communism. But it's neither. This is not on the map as far as I understand it right now. It's what would be the high synthesis of left and right, where the left wants to take care of everybody and be responsible to all the resources and be, honor people's pain and all this and be compassionate. And the right wants to make sure we're doing it for real, being accountable to all the resources, people taking care of themselves and their family first. And obviously, to me, it's obvious, both high values have to work together. And again, here I go lost in the abstracts. But the point is, there's a lot of evidence now about how bad it can get if you just base the whole thing on it's okay to go make a career. It starts right there. You fracture the family. Everybody goes off into different careers. And why are you even doing it? You got to send money back to all of these all the issues we have. Why does everybody want to come to the United States? Because, there's an excess of resources here. I think it's karmically, I want to say, from the pure materialite, you say, okay, random chance, the United States has all the resources. No, it's important that there be a place where we can do the next 3 years. I'm going to say it's all karmic, meant to be. It's got 3 dimensions. It's spiritual, meant to be from the Jehovahite side, because this is how it's going to break. It's another dimension. It's meant to be personally from higher sense of who you are, connected to the source of all, which is a presence field. And the third version is we've got to do it in the real world. And because the real world is not separate from these other two. And if you translate that, bring that all together, it means probably what you really love to do is connected to perhaps your spirit vision from a higher place. And you can get to upgraded versions of that by connecting to spirit yourself. But there's also older souls and a whole team that's got your back. And you might want to listen to Jehovah's Word because there's a lot of good stuff there. But at the same time, I want to point out that the Bible itself is one. It's just like if everybody else does nothing, it's going to come to that. We're going to be forced to take the mark of the beast. It's going to be a lockdown.